On 9/11, I remember it vividly as if it was yesterday, and I knew it was going to be a defining moment for the FBI, for our organization, and our country.
While the events of 9/11 were unfolding, a small group of technologists were gathered in Orlando, Florida for a conference designed to explore and discuss the potential of an evolving technology known as biometrics.
My perspective is that 9/11 helped really shine a spotlight on the need to advance a specific area. We really need to develop the policy and privacy regimes to share this information and make sure that we use it appropriately.
On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against Al-Qaeda terrorist training camps and military installations of the Taliban regime in Afghanistan.
Since 9/11, we've also had to reinvent ourselves in the way we actually gather information, biometrics information, biographical information, and then share that with our law enforcement, national security, and foreign partners.
So faster, more portable biometric collection has also led to the revolution of mobile identification. Today, mobile ID technologies bring collection, biometric collection and search capability to the officer or the soldier in the field.
All of these activities represent the rapid maturation of a previously nascent technology. The stabilization and increased capabilities that resulted provided a foundation for a host of new operational systems.
The use and the utility of biometrics has been a game changer for the FBI, and I would argue for the United States government.
We caught one guy 3 different times. He was a IED maker, pretty bad guy. We already had him in the program, so when we caught him again, it just popped right up. Hopefully he's away for a long time now.
Since 9/11, the FBI has taken on a role actually in support of the Department of Defense like never in history. The FBI has 4 deployed agents in theaters of operations working with the military. We assisted actually early in the engagement with the Department of Defense to build the Automated Biometric Identification System, the ABIS system, which actually is co-located out in West Virginia, where our center, the Criminal Justice Information Services Division, is located.
On July 21, 2011, Special Operations Forces enrolled an individual into DoD ABIS, which to date has matched him to 33 separate IED events using fingerprints in the database's unsolved latent print file. This super hit marked a record number of IED events linked to one person and demonstrated the powerful impact that ABIS brings to DoD biometrics.
When the U.S. Visit program stood up in DHS back in 2003-2004, everybody said it was a crazy idea to try to collect that many biometrics that fast and process that many people.
The importance of operational systems in the government adhering to the same standard is because they need to exchange the information.
The building successes of these operational systems presented yet another challenge: how to properly manage interagency sharing of the operational data.
DHS started its database in 1998, in which it was to capture individuals that were illegally entering into the United States and also to process Department of State border crossing cards. Since that time, we've really become to work together with our interagency partners such as the Department of Defense and also the FBI to share information.
We have really seen a huge increase in terms of agencies' approaches to how they collect biometric data, how much they collect, how often they collect. We've now moved into a much more different arena where we're focusing on is someone trying to hide their identity.
Through NSTC, we started the efforts of interoperability between the different large-scale organizations. What that helped with was having an independent third party coming in to help out and referee between the different organizations.
We've unified our terrorism databases into one central database We are enhancing it with biometric capabilities.
Criminals and terrorists need anonymity to cross our borders. We're removing that ability for them to become anonymous and do what they need to do. So the data we get from the FBI stops people on a daily basis, wants and warrants, people who have criminal histories that don't allow them to come to the States, identifying people that DOD will have in custody where we found a latent print on a piece of an IED that blew up over in Iraq.
We all understand each individual roles and how they're supportive of everyone else in meeting operational needs and doing so in a privacy protective way.
One of the important developments in the privacy world since 9/11 has been the development of privacy professionals, and specifically federal privacy professionals.
When the biometrics community thinks back to the past 10 years and how it has evolved, I want them to be proud of what they've accomplished. Not just in what's obvious as far as the operational activities that's going on, but in how we've come together.
It was nearly 10 years ago that a bright September day was darkened by the worst attack on the American people in our history. The images of 9/11 are seared into our national memory. Nearly 3,000 citizens taken from us, leaving a gaping hole in our hearts. The cause of securing our country is not complete, but tonight we are once again reminded that America can do whatever we set our mind to. Let us remember that we can do these things not just because of wealth or power, but because of who we are. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.